Hello everyone, this is Suroj here. Welcome you all to my channel. Today we will discuss about EFS and how to mount an EFS to EC2 instances using NFS Client. First of all, I will show you one PPT. Here something is written about EFS. So what is EFS? EFS is Elastic File System. Amazon EFS is a simple, serverless, elastic set and forget file system that automatically grows and shrinks as you add and remove files with no need for management or provisioning. And EFS can be used with Amazon EC2 instances, Amazon Lambda, ECS, EKS, and even with on-premises servers also. And Amazon EFS provides scalable file storage for use with Amazon EC2, and you can use an EFS file system as a common data source for workloads and applications running on multiple instances. And one important thing is that Amazon EFS is not supported for Windows instances or Windows servers. Let me go to one diagram here. You can see this is one region, and within this region two availability zones are there, availability zone A and availability zone B. In availability zone A, one EC2 instance is running, and in availability zone 2 also another EC2 instance is running, and one EFS is there inside this region, and this EFS is connected to both the instances in different availability zones. So in this video we will configure this same configuration using AWS console. Fine. So let me go to my AWS account. Yes, this is my AWS account. I have logged in. You can see two EC2 instances are there. This is AZA and this is AZB. So let me check whether it is actually in availability zone A or not. Let me check. See, this is in AP South 1A in this availability zone, and the another one AZB. So this instance is in availability zone B, AP South 1B. Because we are in the Mumbai region, so that is why it is AP South 1. Fine. Okay. So let me check the VPC and security groups for each is instances. So for AZB, the VPC is the default VPC, maybe this is 8F00, and for AZA, let me check the same 8B 8F00. Fine, and let me check the security group also. EC2SG, this security group is attached with this AZA instance, and for AZB also, let me check. Yes, this is also EC2SG. So with both the instances, the same security group is attached, and both the instances are in a single VPC. That is the default VPC. So let me go to that security group. This is EC2SG. Let me check the permissions or rules, whatever there. Edit inbound rule. Okay, you can see here only port 22 is open for doing SSH. Fine. But now if we want to connect EFS with EC2 instance, then we need to open port 2049 because we want to mount those EFS with EC2 using NFS client. Fine. So add rule and we'll search for NFS. See, 2049 is there. The port number for NFS is 2049. So the network will be 0000/0. That means from any network. So save rule. So that means for both the instances AZA and AZB, port 2049 is now opened. And the next thing is we already have opened the port 2049 for both the instances. Now we need to open port 2049 for the EFS also. Fine. So for that we need to create one security group. So let us create the security group. I will name this as EFS SG. This is EFS SG, and the VPC is same. Within the same VPC we need to create the EFS, add rule. So this will be NFS 2049 and the network is any network. Fine. Create security group. Yes, now you can see EFSSG is there. It is created now. Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to create one EFS. So this is the window for EFS, create file system. We'll name this as demo EFS and the default VPC is selected. There are two types of EFS. One is standard, another one is one zone. Standard means regional, that means the EFS will be available in a particular region. And if we select one zone, that means it will be available in a particular availability zone. Fine, we can select the availability zone. It is now selected AP South 1A, we can select AP South 1B, but for now we will go for standard. That means the EFS will be available in the region. So we'll go to customize, go to next. Here you can see default VPG is selected, and now you can see three availability zones are there and the security group is default, but we need to change the security group to EFS SG, which we have created few minutes before. EFS SG, for this also EFS SG, and for availability zone 1C also that will be EFS SG, although we are not using availability zone 1C here. EFS SG. Fine. Next, create. So the EFS will be created within a few moments. So let us wait for that. It's now created. Maybe let us check. Yes, it is now available. Fine. So I'll click on this. Yes. So you can see attached button is there. We'll click on this. See, our aim is to link or mount EFS with EC2 instances using NFS client. So this is the command to do that. So you can see few parameters are there like NFS versions, R size, W size, hard, time, what are those? Fine. So let me show you what is these parameters. Yes. So what is R size? The default value for R size is 1048576. That means it sets the maximum number of bytes of data that the NFS client can receive for each network read request. And next one is W size, that means write size, sets the maximum number of bytes of data that the NFS client can send for each network write request. Fine. The next one is hard. That means it sets the recovery behavior of the NFS client after an NFS request timeout so that NFS requests are retried indefinitely until the server replies. So next one is time-o. That here time-o is in deciseconds. That means 600 decisecond means 60 seconds. That means it sets the timeout value that the NFS client uses to wait for a response before it retries an NFS request to 600 deciseconds. Next one is returns. It equals to 2, sets to 2 number of times the NFS client retries a request before it attempts further recovery action. Next one is no reserve port. That means it tells the NFS client to use a new TCP source port when a network connection is re-established. Fine. So those are the commands used for NFS client. So we need to copy this and paste the same into one EC2 instance. So before that we need to connect to any instance. So these are the instance. Availability zone A, the public IP is this. I already have copied it. 13, 127, 159, 141. See here. And for availability zone B, we need to check that 15, 206, 195, 181. 15, 206, 195, 181. Fine. So using this SSH command, we need to connect to that instance. So for that, I need to go to that location where our private key is there. This is our private key. Fine. We will launch MobiXterm here. Open MobiXterm terminal here. It's still opening. So till that time, let us copy this SSH command. So we have pasted it. Now we are into the EC2 instance in availability zone A. Fine. So let us clear the screen. So we'll go to sudo su. Fine. And now check df-khp to see the file systems. See, no EFS is attached with this. Fine. So what we need to do? We need to create one directory, and with the directory we will mount that EFS. So mkdir new dir1. So the directory name is new dir1, and now we will copy the command to uh, mount EFS to that EC2 instance. So this is the command. So I'll paste that, but we need to remove sudo because we are already logged in as super user. And at the last, we need to change the folder name or the directory name, because here the directory name is EFS, but we need to change it to new dir1 because we have created the directory as new dir1. Fine. Enter. Yes. Now if we check the file system df-khp, see, now the EFS is attached with this EC2 instance, and where it is attached, it is mounted on home EC2 user new directory 1. Fine. So we need to enter into the DFS. Okay. So pwd, we are into the EFS. Fine. So here we will create one file, hello world. The content will be hello world, and the file name is demo.txt. Fine. So we'll check ls hyphen l to see all the available files and folders. See, demo.txt file is there. We'll check the content, cat demo.txt. Fine. So now cat demo.txt file is there within this EFS. Now what we need to do, we need to mount the same EFS with the another EC2 instance which is there in availability zone B. Fine. So again we need to launch MobaXterm here, but this time we will paste the second SSH command for availability zone B EC2 instance. Okay, now we are connected to the EC2 instance which is there in availability zone B. So we'll write clear to clear the screen, and we'll write sudo su to log in as a super user. Okay, now we'll check the file system df-khp. See, no EFS is attached or mounted in this EC2 instance. So we'll create one directory new dir2, and again we will paste the command. Okay, now EFS will be new dir2, and the sudo will be removed because we already logged in as root user or super user. Enter. We will check the same using the EC2 instance which is there in availability zone A. Fine. So cat demo.txt. See, here also previously it was showing that hello world is there inside this file. Now we have changed the content of demo.txt using the second EC2 instance, but it is reflecting in the first one also. Okay, because the same EFS is attached to both the instances. Fine. And now the question is how to unmount this EFS from both the instances. Fine. So we need to go out of the EFS. Fine. Now what we need to do, mount and the file system name. Fine. It is now unmounted from a EC2 instance which is there in availability zone A. Now we need to check df-khp. See, in the file system it is not present, and we will do the same for EC2 instance in availability zone B also. So we need to go out from the EFS, and now mount the file system name. Okay, it is now unmounted df-khp. See, it is not present here. That means EFS is now detached from both the instances. Fine. And one more thing I have missed to discuss. Yes. So by default, NFS client is installed for Amazon Linux to EC2 instance. Fine. If it is not installed, or if NFS client is not working, you need to install this using this command sudo yum-y install nfs-utils. Fine, and we need to start that service using service NFS start, and we can check the status of NFS service using service NFS status using this command. Fine. So that's it for now. If you really like this video, kindly like, share, comment and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.